Hello and welcome here on my working table. Today I will make a mixed media video and it will be about my old passport, what I can do with it, even though there are punched holes in it, so it's not working anymore and I already got a new one. But I just quickly want to say hello. My name is Lisbeth and I'm a Danish abstract mixed media artist, and everything I refer to, you can find a link below here under the little word more. There's a link for a playlist for different things I perhaps will mention, and all other stuff I can think of I will put there under the video. So look for that, or if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. But let us see what we can do with this little red thing here. In Denmark, all our passports has this red color here, and they are working for 10 years, and then you got to have a new. And this is a very old image of a stone. We have very famous old stone, and there's different things there. And then there's this plasticky thing with all our information and our pictures. And for 10 years ago, when you got your pictures taken, you have to take your glasses off. And the new one I just have gotten, there I had my glasses on, so they changed the rules. But I don't think I want this big plasticky thing in here, so I'll see if I can remove that somehow. And perhaps I need to cut it out on my cutting board. So I will find that, and then I will decide. I can see that it is sewn together with the red thread, and there are 32 pages in my passport. And when I start filling something in it, it will be much quicker. So perhaps I think I will tear some pages out also. But I will cut this thing out first. Yeah, I just took my scissor and cut it out, and then there's sitting this here on the back, and I'm afraid if I tear it out, I will ruin the whole construction of this book. So I will see if I also can cut it out with my scissor so far in as I dare. And then the rest will have to sit there. I won't take the risk of tearing this out. So yeah, now you have a small, you can use that as a palette. So let us squeeze it together again and see. Yeah. And of course there are holes in all the pages, but that I must live with. So let me see if I can tear pages out without ruining the sewing. Yeah. No, I don't think I dare do that either. This way here, you can see already the sewing is starting to lift off there. So what if I do it here in the middle? Let's see if that is better. And yeah, it's a little difficult because it is sewn right to the end to know which page it is. Yeah, I can see this is this one here. That is something of a job I have put myself onto here. This one out here and see if I can figure out which one this is. Yeah, I will be fiddling around here. You don't need to see me do all this. There it was. And I really press hard down here so I don't ruin. So let us see. I can try to count how many pages there are now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 pages. I will go for that. And I won't throw these out. Perhaps I can use them in another project, or as collage paper in another project. And the last thing I will do is the front and the back, because I really don't know yet what I will be putting in my book. Yeah, a little I know, because I have taken some different things from my stash. Some different old book pages, both in Danish and Chinese and what I else have. And I just have birthday here a little while ago, and some of the black and white gift wrap I saved some brown paper. And last year I was in an exhibition in a Swedish city on the on the other side of the water, called Lund, and there was some catalogs in that museum with some nice black and white things in. So I've saved them also. A bunch of black and white napkins, and my chatek here with all kinds of black and white papers in. So it will be black and white theme, and one more color, or should I say 3 more colors, because I have these leftover paints. There isn't much in the bottles, and I've put them upside down so I can squeeze it easy out. But it is raw sienna and transparent yellow iron oxide and nickel azo gold, and they look pretty much in the same ball game, but I think that will be my color also here. And then I have black and white gesso, and I have some India ink, black, and some white ink, and some other stuff here beside me. So that is what I will be using here in the book. I don't know why, but color-wise it doesn't match, but I think it's a little pity if I cover that very nice motif up. So perhaps I should just see here if I can take the transparent yellow oxide and give it a coat of that and see how that looks. I will just dip my brush in water. Yeah, that's a nicer color. And this is why I don't want to do the front and back until I'm done, because I will be smooching and smudging around here. So now it is this color instead, and I have more here on my brush, so I'll just give this also a layer, and then I will put this in water and let this dry. So it is nearly dry, and I don't like to see much of this, but I don't mind the, I don't know what it's called, it's like small holes making some numbers. But I have this piece, I think I just will glue in here. So I will take my trusty glue stick and use that. I also have some matte medium by my side here if I would think of using that for anything gluing. You can use both, use what you have. And I would like to see, so it's like there is the frame there. It is much screaming white, but I think I will do something to that. Then I found these pieces here, so I think perhaps I could put a strip of that in here, and then again my crazy brain goes, how about putting one there, so his head is just coming out there. So I think I will do that. So I will glue these two pieces down also. So they are sitting there, so now it's just to cut the things that are sticking out under off here. And right now I won't throw anything in the bin, because you never know if you, for instance, can use that little bit. It isn't very big pages. Yeah, perhaps I could measure it and see how the pages are. 8.5 centimeter by 12.5 centimeter. That isn't big pages. So I think I will give this a little more black, and I have one of these graphite sticks here, Lyra graphite sticks, and they are water soluble, so I will just go in here and give it a little more. So I think that will be all. So I will just let this dry. I will see if I can write something or do something here in the circles like that. That is fine. And I don't think I will do anything more here on this side. So there. On to the next side. And here I think I will paint these two pages black with my black gesso. So I have, yeah, I don't know how important this is. Yeah, it is going through the holes, the paint. So perhaps it is important to put something in between here. I didn't think of that. Yeah, you can't think of everything. So we will take it as it comes. So in here with that, and I have another one. It is also some old book pages I use when I'm gluing. So there, that is better. So I will take my brush here, dry it, and find my black gesso and see if I, yeah, of course I can get it up. Just a moment. Holy Moses, that was tough. I had to have my scissor up under the lid. Yeah, it is a long time apparently since I have been using it. So the good thing about gesso is that it's drying quite fast. And it's really curling this paper here. So I will probably got fighting with it several times. don't mind if there's some white spots or it isn't totally even. So you can see it dries quite quick, but I will just let it dry totally. I have some left here on my brush, and I will just wipe it off here on the next page and see if I can use it for something there. I don't know what or how, but I don't like to waste paint, so it will be a smudgy thing here. So now this would go in my bucket of water here beside me, and this also will have to dry. I think it is so dry so I can start thinking about what to do, and I found this page here, so I think I will fussy cut that out. I don't know what it is, but I like the look of it. It is like some pages of something that they have put together. Where was that? Perhaps I will put a piece on. Yeah, I would like to cover this bubbly thing here. So perhaps I will just divide it in two and use a bit here like that, and a bit. Yeah, that's the same. I don't like that. Perhaps it's because I want to cover the holes here, but perhaps I should just ignore the holes and say they're where they are, and there's nothing I can do about that. I think I like that there. And what else can we do here? Let's cut this up again. Right now I'm just playing there, and then we can perhaps do like this. Yeah, that's fine. Again, I will take my glue stick and glue these down. Oh, they are sitting there, and I have a Caran d'Ache number 2, and it is water soluble, but I think I will just use it as it is and not put water on it, and see if I can see the white will be clear on this black paper here, and I think I somehow will image these squares here. Yeah, it is quite visible. This is just about playing, and I don't know if I will like every page the same. I don't think so, because it is like when you are doing sports or other things, you have to warm up, and but you can always go back and put more in, but I think I will try to make them quite simple, these pages here, so I won't overload them, but I don't know yet what will happen, but we'll see. I have absolutely no idea what will happen. Like you don't have any idea what I will be doing. I don't have either. So I think that is enough. I don't think I want to do much more here. Of course you could, if I should have this color or one of the colors here. I could put my dab with just one of them. Let me see here. I will take the raw sienna. That is the one that's least translucent. So I will just take my little finger here and dab it. And where do I want to put it? There. And then I will wipe it off here. That is all, and I will let this dry also. You can see I took the paint out there, and there's still paint left, so I think I will just do what I did on the black side with the leftover paint, because yeah, perhaps it will be covered up, but what the heck, that doesn't matter. But I don't like to waste paint, and it's a little other color than the one I started with, so it dries quite quickly. And in the bucket of water with this one, and I can move this away, and they are curling and curling here. So this is dry. So there we have these blotted splot pages here, and I think I want to cover the holes down here. So I have this from an old book. I'll just tear it. I like torn edges. This can go in the bin. And I can come a little closer here, I can see. It is always better to remove too little and see if you can remove more than it is to take too much at once. You can't undo what you have done. Of course, you can always glue other things together, but yeah, you know what I mean, I think. Yeah, that looks quite nice to this paper here. And I will just cut this off there. I really like this combination here. But what can we do on this black thing here? Perhaps I can try to put a blob of white acrylic paint and squeeze it around and smack the two pages together and see what comes up. I think I will try that. That is pure experimentations, but I will find some white acrylic paint. I don't want the blob to be too big, so I will see if I can squeeze a little out. But it could. Let us try with this first. And there I have my, I think I will make it a little long blob. There. And perhaps there is a little too much paint. But here, something like this. And then let us try this and see what happens. Again, yeah, that looks like two lungs or something. So I will just go around here with my knitting needle. I think my voice is a little rusty today. I haven't been singing and talking to anybody, so I don't mind these lines going a little out here. so I have the leftover paint over here, so yeah, quite messy, but I like it, and I don't think I want to do anything more with this. This is an old knitting needle of wood, and I really use it for many different things. You can smoosh it around and make marks with it. So this also will have to dry. So these are dry, so I can work further. So I will just put this inside here and see here. And I have this old leftovers from an old napkin, and I think I would try to glue this down here and put something in the corner here on the other side also. And let me see here. If this is a straight edge. And I don't mind that it is fraying up like there. So there and there. So here in this case I will use my fluid matte medium and put that on, and I have a brush ready. And here you shouldn't be precious with it, because a good layer is better when you are gluing napkins down. They are quite fragile. And there, and again I will put something on the top, which, and quite carefully, because it can really easy tear. So, and what is hanging over, I would just let hang over, because I can cut it off when it's dry. A soft brush and a light mom's light hand, that is the best. And I would do the same here. You can see it looks like a lot I'm putting on, and of course it is a lot, but that is the easiest way to get it to sit without tearing. And just yeah, I can see I got up a little higher than I originally wanted, so I will just tear. This is hanging here on my finger. So a little more of this matte medium, the fluid matte medium. Sometimes I use matte medium, but I think with this very thin paper it is easier to use the fluid matte medium. And in the middle of all my napkins or serviettes I found this free here, so I think I will just glue that down here at the top there. And this really has to dry, so I think I will go to my craft gun or heat gun and do that, and in the water again with this one. Okay, it is nearly dry, and you can see it gets quite translucent, and I really like that. So again I will cut the edges clean. And if anybody asks me why do I sit at the number 3 up there, and I can say I don't know, it was just in my pile, so it ended up in my little book here. There, and then here. here. Yeah, it isn't probably totally dry, I can feel here. But that's fine. And I don't think I want to do much more. Perhaps I can paint this 6 here down black so it isn't red. If I can hit the small number. Yeah, I think that would be it for this spread. Yeah, it is a little damp still. And this spread here, I think I will paint it with white gesso to just give it a layer. And then I will tear out small pieces of an old book, small squares, and glue them all over the surface here. So you don't need to see me do all this, so I can be back when I have torn all the small squares and the gesso here is dry. So this is glued down, small pieces from an old book, and here I have my black stabilo oil, so I think I'll just go around here with it like this, and then I will take my water brush and usually this turns really black. We'll see. How it ends. These pages are quite thin, so that's why they bubble quite easily. Yeah. When I put water on put water on it. Oh, that is nice. Crunchy. Just the way I like it to look. And also because I have the gesso under it, it does as it does here, and this is really something I like. And here also, if I hadn't painted with gesso first, it would not have looked like this. So gesso is a very nice thing. Yeah, what on earth can we put in there? I would just think a little. I have this old Jenny print with leaves, and there's sitting a leaf there. Perhaps I can use that. But again, it is a little different in color, but that doesn't matter. I can always go over it with my new color too, if I want to dull it a little down. And, yeah, I think I will do that. Glue that down. I would have to look at the time. I think this is going to be a quite long video, but perhaps I can make it in 2 parts instead. I don't like my videos to be more than 30, 40, 50 minutes at most. And this is too screaming white for my taste, so I have this here, so I think I'll just go in here in the white and see what happens when I put, and I would wipe the black off here. Yeah, that's better. You can see then it isn't so much this was screaming white and this is creamy, and I think this is much better. So I don't think I will do much more to this page right now. Perhaps when I'm done with the whole book I will run through it and see if there are things I would want to do something with. But for now this would have to dry. I think perhaps this is a little pale, so I think I'll just come in with some ochre here. And my water brush again. Not much, but just a little there. And you can also go around one of the squares here, and this would be that one. And yeah, enough of me trying to fix this one. I can see at the time I can make another spread, and then I will stop this video, and then there will be a part 2, because else it would be really long. But I can put these in between again, and then I think I have something grunge sitting here on my jelly plate. I will see if I can try to get that over there, and I think I want to use a cream color, so I go and find that and find my, yeah, perhaps cream is crazy because there's cream sitting there. Perhaps I should take one of the colors I have here, the transparent one, rose yellow, and this is a transparent. I think I will take this one, but I will find my brayer. So here we go. Bloop. And pull it out. And here I will roll the leftover paint out on this page, and then I will put this one down here. There. I think I will let it sit a little, so I'm sure it will catch up the grunginess that was on the plate already. I have my jelly plate sitting on a plexiglass plate, and perhaps it is not so easy here to see if I can get. It would have been easier if my plate has been a loose plate, because then I could just, yeah, that is fine. And much of it did come off, the gold and the grunge, and isn't that nice? But I think I will paint this with some Caran d'Ache of some kind. Yeah. Water brush. Yeah, it turns a little more yellowish here, but I think this is fine. So I will let this dry and figure out what to place here and there and everywhere. With this napkin here with some round circles, and I think I will take some of them, 2 or 1, I don't know yet, out. And the easiest way to get them out nicely is to take your water brush, if you can find it, and mine is here, and just, yeah, I can see I have red, well, not red, yellow. More yellow. But the principle is the same, and then you can easily tear it out, and it frays so nicely. So when you glue it down, it frays really, really nicely and emerged into the substrate. Here. And you can go as close as you dare to the line. Yeah, that's one. So I will do it with a couple of them, so I have something to choose between. I have also torn that out from this napkin here, and then I have a small and a big one, and I just think I will place this in the middle here, where there's this oval gold thing, and these two I will place overlapping like that, and that is all I will do here. So again, I will take my fluid matte medium and place my circle there, and I always go from the inside of the thing and out there. Doesn't that look yummy? And the same here. And place that circle there from the inside and out. And if you don't want this, you can take your nail or something and remove this. But in fact, I think it looks quite nice with these lines peeking out there. But that's up to you how much of the serviette you will remove. I think I will let it be like this. I like this, but if you want to, you could of course remove some of this here in the middle where they are overlapping. But when it's dry, I think I will paint it black, or see how it looks when it's dry. It will take a little before it's dry. And sorry for my arms, but now I will have to close up all my bottles and put my brushes in a water bucket and let everything dry, and I will take some close-ups of the pages I have made already, and in the next video I would perhaps have done a couple of pages by myself, but do a couple of pages and then I will do something with the cover also. I just painted this so it looks more obvious that this is two circles, and then I will take my marker here and just go a couple of rounds here, like that. And make some small dots here and there. Not much, but just a little. I think my voice is failing me a little today. I think I'm talking not so loud as I perhaps used to, and I'm sorry for that, but I don't know what to do. Yeah, that is not enough now. Okay, I will take some close-ups at the end here. I just want to say thank you to all of you who is supporting me with your nice comments, and tell you that if you wish, you are now able to support this channel so I can make more nice videos for you, because I have made a Buy Me a Coffee account at Ko-fi, and there is a link here below under the little word more. In any way, don't feel obligated, but now you know it is an option you have. I would also like to say, please subscribe my little Danish channel, and you can also hit the notification bell if you want to get a notification when I'm putting videos up. Share my videos and spread the good news. So else I will just say I will see you at part 2 of this little series of making my passport to a little art book. So I will just say please take care, and please be creative, and please be nice to each other. So toodaloo and bye bye for now, and see you soon again. Hej hej.